everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video. We don't normally have Chris in the start of the video, but I'm going to need his help for locations in this one. So if this has gone ahead, you've already seen the thumbnail, guys. One of our long-term subscribers has actually reached out and offered us a van, and it's a 2018 Peugeot Expert or
Boxer.
A Boxer, mate. Yeah, Peugeot Boxer. Now, this van is too far away for us to go and view. Where is it? Lincolnshire. So if we go ahead with it, we're going to have it transported down. It's just too far to go. The price seems very reasonable and the van looks okay. It's got quite a bit of damage on it, but that's what we're all about and that is what we do. So what we decided to do is do a quick check on it. If that all checks out, everything tallies up, we're actually going to take a chance on this one, aren't we? Because to be honest, me and Chris had a brief chat and he's like, oh, this sounds a bit too good to be true. Like that price, that year van, etc. So let's do the check and we'll come back, let you know. So as you can see, guys, I've used the chassis number on this one and punched it into car vertical. And straight away, green there, mileage okay, theft okay, accidents. That's no surprise. He has told me that it's been in an accident. Guys, if you are doing one of these checks, you are looking for everything to be green. You can see that is in amber there straight away. So, spotted activity was manufactured 1st of the 1st, 2018. So that will be the actual build date. Was registered in the United Kingdom on the 7th, 2018. Chris, look at that.
Yeah, damage next month.
Damage, United Kingdom, 8th, 2018. He did say to me it was 5 weeks. So, unbelievable, and that does kind of ring true on the mileage now, doesn't it? Yeah. He said that the mileage was just under 5,000 and that would ring right. So this check was performed in all of these countries: United Kingdom, Romania, Slovenia, Czech Republic, just to name a few. Mileage, there's going to be no history there, Chris, because it's not even had its first
Delivery
MOT.
Mileage,
yeah. So damage to United Kingdom, it should have the date here, which will be really interesting. The exact date, we know what month.
Right.
15th for the 8th. So that van was actually five weeks old, which is unbelievable, and it's been sat there ever since. Estimated time it takes to sell this vehicle, 32 days. There's no valuation there because the prices of vans are all over the place at the minute. Peugeot Boxer 2018 2.1. We believe that's the similar engine to the one that we're doing in the Ranger. Right hand drive, number of cylinders 4. Also on the bottom of these checks, guys, there is a handy checklist when you're purchasing your car with 9 helpful tips and tricks. So you've got there, check condition of the tyres, detect suspension and frame issues, be aware of head gasket failure, and then it tells you to check the coolant, etc, etc. So I want to thank Car Vertical once again for the continued support on the channel. Guys, to benefit from a 10% discount off your check, use the link in the description or the code SR10 from any browser. Guys, everything checked out there, exactly word for word what he actually said for us. Now, he did tell us the mileage previously, but we just wanted to really confirm the dates, make sure they all matched up, because again, I want to reiterate, it sounded a little bit too good to be true. We have also just spoken to him again, and he's been completely open and honest. They are a hire company. They rent 2 couriers. And he said, Rob, when we've got desperate sometimes and we need bits quickly, we have actually nicked a couple of bits off that van. So he said there's a backlight missing and a couple of other little minor bits. So basically, he'd been working for the firm for quite a long time. I'm not going to get into the story, but they actually had a van with a broken door panel, and someone said, why don't you go and get it off the other van that we've got down there? That's when he found that van and he reached out to us. So guys, we've called it on and it's on its way down from, sorry Chris, Lincolnshire.
Well, we don't. It's not on its way yet.
It's not on its way, but they're going to get a courier sorted out over the next few days, get it on the back of a lorry and get it down to the yard to us. So we'll look forward to picking up as soon as it arrives. guys, well, you would have seen this on the time lapse there. We actually forgot it was on, didn't we? And we was getting carried away. Let's start on the inside of this van. Absolutely like brand new.
It is
really, really is nice. And it has got everything on it. Screen, aircon, electric windows, and it is electric mirrors. It is genuinely like new. Chris, jump pack's still on it. Where's that key?
In the door.
Chris has left the key in the door because it's got slam locks on it. You ready, mate? 5,274 miles, this van. Absolutely unbelievable.
And more importantly,
yes, watch, guys.
Nice.
Nearly 3/4 of a tank. I'll be running this one in once it's done. So they've got, so this is better than we thought, isn't it? We have had a touch here. There's no denying it, guys. I can't wait to do the numbers on this one and tell you how much we paid for it, because quite frankly, after seeing it now, you wouldn't believe it.
Like that side light.
Yeah, from the pictures, yeah, you're going to see that, guys, and it looks really, really sore. Should we go through the damage?
Yeah, go for it, yeah.
So, in order to get this van back on the wheels, I've just been on the phone and ordered a brand new suspension leg, a new ball joint for it, and a new drive shaft gaiter. They're not coming in, they're on an overnight, they're not going to be here till tomorrow, but we will get this back on its wheels. You would have seen, they loaded it really nicely actually, with 3 blocks under it. They'd removed the wheel, which allowed us to slide it off, jack it up, and got the axle stands underneath it. Keys are in it. Oh. So guys, that's got them slam locks on it. Now, you can't get in this van unless you've latched the other door. So the damage is very, actually, the worst bit is that there, that arch. You got a bit of damage on the door, a wing, but Chris just said on the end of the chassis. But this is all very, very repairable. I think that chassis is over, isn't it? So possibly.
It's not bad at all.
It's not bad at all.
No damage on the bonnet.
No damage on the bonnet, and the front bumper, we noticed, only needs a corner.
Yeah,
so it's in sections.
Grill's fine. I think that headlights.
Yeah, the headlight's not got a mark on it. But really, really shocking round here. Chris opened up the back door. He said, "Rob, have a look in here."
It smells brand new.
It is absolutely brand new in here. It hasn't been used, has it? Well, it has for 5,000 miles. Yeah. But open that. Oh, you can't open the back door, Chris, can you? It just let a lot more light in. That's the slam lock key there. These cables, we think, are the original cables because they've been removed from these door handles. These door handles will not open the doors. And what else? This handle here was actually, Chris pulled it down from up there. This handle, you can see, is metal. It's been replaced. Yeah, Chris, it just lets a bit more light in so you can see how nice and new it is. We're so chuffed with it. Just quickly, Chris, I don't want to drag this out. Do you want to, we'll start on that corner and we'll talk through what we've noticed is missing. So, we got a backlight missing, but no damage. On the inside, we haven't really noticed anything.
Quite a few bits of trim in the back, so probably all right. Did notice the wipers are in the back. Yeah,
the wiper arms are in the back, and he did mention to me they've nicked the wiper motor out of it. Yeah. He did also say to me that there's a good chance the DPF's gone, but I've been down there, guys, and had a look, and there's your DPF there, so that hasn't been touched either. So really, there ain't a lot more we can...
Mirror this side.
Oh yeah, sorry, the passenger side wing mirror, and it's electric, is missing. There's possibly something missing off of there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's...
a mud flap or something, maybe.
Trim,
But the tyres haven't been rung over or anything like that, so...
Can you show it?
Let's have a little bend down. Yeah, mate, it's brand new. You can see it's all new. The mileage is 100% correct on this.
Yeah.
So guys, what we're going to do, because we've had to order that stuff on an overnight, we're actually going to pick up in the morning when we're fitting all that on, and we're going to get this.
I think the drive shaft will be a temporary fix, just so we can move it.
Yeah.
Drive it in and out of the workshop.
Definitely. We haven't heard it run. We're not going to attempt to start it up. We're going to get the bits on it tomorrow, so it's so it's pushable, or hopefully we can get it drivable. But we do want to go through, check the oil, check the water. Oh, is the windscreen broke? Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? But never mind, it's We had a touch with this one. Guys, we're going to pick up in the morning. Call me half day if you like, guys, but I actually get to the yard about 9 o'clock in the morning. Bring Chris a nice coffee, but he actually gets up. He's a bit older than me, so he gets up a bit earlier in the morning.
Need toilet in the morning.
And he's cracked straight on, as you could see by that bit of time lapse there. And it's actually give us a head start because we've got quite a busy day today. That is the extent of the damage on that leg. And what I'm actually going to do is take this one out with me, go round to the parts place, pick up the parts, and I'm actually going to pop to a local garage, a friend of ours, and get him to compress the spring because he's actually got the proper machine where he secures the leg in there.
We have got the clamps.
We have got the clamps, but this spring is rock hard and it is commercial, and I think they're not commercial, are they? So
they might struggle, but probably get them on there. They're dangerous.
I don't think health and safety would allow us to use them anymore.
They're not great.
So that's the plan. I'm going to pop out with a leg, have this spring and top mount fitted onto our new leg, and then basically we're going to be building this back up. Yeah. You strip the drive shaft down and it's saved.
Drive shaft is in the bench.
Is the bit over there as well? Yeah. So that even though the boot didn't have a hole in it, Chris said that, you know, that's toast. And he's cleaned it all up.
Yeah.
And the bearing, you've cleaned that up and it's all running freely as well. So we're picking that boot up as well. So I'm going to whip round, get them bits and get the bottom ball joint and the spring there. There's no point going out to the van yet. We'll show it when we fit this on. So that's the plan for the next one. Round at Carbon Motive. It is it's in Sittingbourne, and I always pop around, see the guy here, and he's got this proper press for the springs. It's the safest way to do it. But he specialises in Volkswagens, Audis, VAG in general, isn't it?
Yeah, sir.
So, guys, I'll put his link in the description. So, we seem to have all of the parts now. There was a little bit of running around there with confusion with the lower ball joint. We've now got that, and the CV gator as well. It's actually a little bit weird. You can probably see. Can you point that out, Chris? That ring there with the 3 bits on it. So, it looked like we had the wrong gator, but obviously it's an exchange. It's the aftermarket type, so it's slightly different, but it is listed for this vehicle. So Chris has just put the leg in now, and he's put the portal power in there just to keep it apart, and we're now ready to just start bolting everything back together and hopefully get this on its wheels. It does actually look like it's all sitting in the right place, guys, believe it or not. So even down to how straight it is there. So new lower joint, new drive shaft gator, new complete suspension leg there, and all seems fine. Chris has checked the water and we've checked the oil. We know the wiper, that's the wiper motor, isn't it? And the battery, I'm going to undo that door for you, mate, come in here, has took a full charge. Let's open this door up. I've just bolted. I've chucked the battery back in, but I haven't put the earth on. Are you ready for this? Shall we give it a try? Or do you want to jack it up and put it on its wheels first?
Well, I suppose we leave it up in case we've got to get underneath or anything.
Yeah.
We don't know if it's going to run.
Do you want to come and put this earth on? And we'll go together. Well, actually, I'm going to shut.
I mean, it's stood a long time, hasn't it? So
yeah.
whether diesel's run back and it needs a a bleed, but I can't see any reason. Ready?
Yeah. I don't know if that... Oh yeah, that's charged, yeah. 5,200. Chris, do you want to jump in so we can actually shut that door or not really? I just wanted to try and lock it and then unlock it and see if this key's even got any life in it, and it might... It's got 2 chances, mate.
Yeah.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Yes.
How many lights we got on, Rob?
Loads. No, they've gone out.
Really?
It's got no lights on, handbrake lights on.
And seatbelt.
Let me put the foot on the
And
brake.
door, oh, the side loading doors open.
No, I'll shut it.
Did you?
Yeah, look, handbrake light goes out. Left front check stop light. A light's missing, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
That's the orange light. That's a Fiat thing. Seatbelt and door open, but the door open's going to be bonnet.
Possibly.
Mate, look at that.
We've had a touch there.
We definitely have.
Well,
Sat
the next
nav.
thing is to see if the gearbox is all right, isn't it?
It's
I
up-
don't think it's took
It's
that
up in
bit.
the air, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, we can come down now. It runs. We can.
They're moving.
Yeah, that'll probably throw the ABS a bit.
Let's get it.
Skew with.
Let's get it down and actually try and drive it up and down the yard. Let's
The
do
moment
it. of truth.
That sound like it's an air.
Air leak, yeah,
Air leak. It must be a pipe.
yeah,
Indicate.
yeah. It is, yeah.
Might even be in through the damage.
It might be.
Right, we'll have a look.
We'll have a look in a minute. Yeah.
Wanna try?
Just pull forward. Yeah. Take it for a run a couple of times up and down the yard, mate. Definitely. Just don't boost it up because of the air. So nice to have that arrive yesterday and now have it back on its wheels, running and driving. We don't get a lovely weather, do we? So, I mean, we don't want to be working on this out. Look how bucky that wheel is. Your front wheel's a bit buckled, mate.
Yeah, it's took a bump on it.
Yeah. Do a couple of laps cleaning up your brakes and that, but Chris is putting his seatbelt on there. It's obviously beeping. But yeah, very nice to have it on its wheels, driving, so we can drive it in and out. Having it just sat there and trying to work on it outside all the time is going to be a bit of a nightmare, and it does want, obviously, that wheel arch doing and a fair bit of body work, so I wonder why they never fixed it. Reverse beepers. Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with that. The guy did say to us, like obviously I did say, he was completely open and honest and said they'd nicked a few bits off it. But he actually said he thought the DPF filter was missing, and it turns out it's not. That front wheel was terrible. Guys, I'm going to let Chris keep going up and down, cleaning up the brakes on it, and then we can pull it into the yard. But all good. Guys, I know I've said it a few times in this video, but genuinely, me and Chris believe this is probably going to be one of our best earners yet. We've got really lucky with this van, and that was even luckier. It's all gone back together really easy. We ain't had no problems at all. So Chris just said, Rob, let's get it in the yard. Let's get straight on this one. We're going to strip the front bumper off, make a list of parts, and I'm going to head straight out and find
That's
them.
right, yeah.
Because we don't want this sitting around. There is a massive shortage of vans at the moment. And if we can get this turned around, for us, it's brilliant. Not only do we get a good profit, someone gets a van because there's none available. So let's make our list, get that front bumper off, and see if we can get all of the bits for it. So again, quite good news, quite lucky guys. You can see the aircon rad has actually popped out of its 2 clips, which is fine. As soon as this, it's only where it's been hit here, it's pushed it and popped it out. And of course this dowel has popped out on the top there. So we don't need to strip any more of it out. Mate, what you got on your list?
It's all there,
John?
mate.
So we've got offside door, offside wing, bumper corner, rear light, intercooler, bumper reinforcing. Chris has put by 2 there because there's that black part on the bottom of it that goes with it. Wiper motor, offside, we won't read that one out. Wheel arch liner, near side mirror, wheel rims ×2, the spares missing, 1 times cap, fluid bottle cover, that's the little cover that goes up there, and panel work. We're going to go for a headlight panel and a wheel arch panel there, aren't we? So I've just got off the phone to a company, no guesses, no surprises where, guys, Essex, and Chris said, Rob, strike, go now. So I'm going to jump straight in the van, head off and actually get the bits for this. We don't think there's anything else, but Chris noticed that yesterday. I don't know if I mentioned it on camera. Has got a cracked windscreen, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Let's go and get the bits. Unfortunately, no joy with bits at the minute, guys. So I'm going to actually sit there tonight on the internet when I get home and actually make sure I can locate every single part rather than going here for a wing and there for a door and there for a corner bumper. It just makes sense to do it like that. So what we've actually decided to do is give it a wash, and as you can see, it certainly needs it. It looks a lot more green like that. So we are just going to hit this. Really, we're not worried about getting it immaculate, but not even this door, but all this moss in the windows. Just be nice to give it a good clean up. Not a good clean, but you know what I mean, guys. Give it a wash and see what it comes up like. It's certainly, well, we know it's been sat since it was 5 weeks old, don't we? So yeah, let's crack on and give it a little wash. We're not going to go mad, are we? And
no, just get all that green.
Yeah, definitely. I won't be reaching up there. We'll have to get the ladder out. I actually think Chris was on to something earlier, guys, and I actually think he hit the nail on the head when he said, Rob, this is actually it might say 2018 on it, this is actually a brand new van, and I think you would agree. It is absolutely immaculate underneath all that green. I can't wait to get the rest of it done. Don't forget, that is just a quick jet wash, and I've put some wash and wax in the bucket. Don't know why I'm pointing at it, it's down there. And look at that already. Let's get the rest of it cleaned up, and hopefully, well, it's a lot nicer to work on as well, guys, isn't it, without all that grime all over it. I just can't believe this was left and basically forgotten about for all that time. It's just sat in that yard. The delivery guy that dropped it off yesterday said the owner of the yard where it was in, he was really interested in it as well. So we're very, very lucky to get this one. Let's get it on and get the rest of it cleaned. Chris is in the background there, guys, but I think I had the time lapse zoom quite far in. You couldn't see him. What did you just say when you just come out? Don't look like it's got a dent in it this side at all. It really, really has come up very, very nicely with just a bit of wash and wax, guys. Let me try and zoom out. Look at that. Chris has got the ladder out so that we can do the top of it. But as we're on a hill, I'm going to do the back doors next, and then work my way down that side. But Yeah, very, very nice. Let's get on. You're actually all watching another video about how, guys, we're working a bit late to get it done. Such a shame. It has got a little bit of a dig up here in the quarter panel, you can probably see, but apart from that, the rest of it really is nice. I'm on to the last little bit now, which is that bit of the roof there at the front, and then of course the bonnet. I have actually done all of the roof. It wanted doing. Just really, I've cleaned it all. If it probably started raining, it'll all start pouring down the sides again. So I'm going to rinse these last little bits off, and I think job is a good one. That's dedication for you guys. We worked into the darkness, and it has come out lovely. Not going to go on about it anymore. Beautiful van. So guys, a nice late day here for us, and it's just been one of them days where it hasn't stopped. Literally hasn't stopped. I popped out, and then Chris has cracked on with another project and actually got a massive part of it done, which has given us a fantastic head start for tomorrow or the next day, whenever we do that video. But back to the van, really nice to have it on its wheels, having it running and driving. Like I say, I do need to sit down at home. I've got that list, sit there and go through everything and try and find one location that has all of those parts. So probably by the time you're watching this video, guys, I will have already found those parts because the videos are a little bit apart. But yeah, fingers crossed I'll get it all in one hit, and that van should be a quick turnaround. Chris did say that's a fair bit of work, like that wheel arch, cutting it out and sticking a new bit in, because ultimately that is a massive panel there, the whole lot, and you'd have to change the step and everything if you was doing it like on the factory joint. So anyway, I'm not going to waffle on any longer. Hopefully it's a nice long video for you. If you did enjoy it, please do hit that thumbs up. Don't forget, if you haven't already, follow us on Instagram for the little sneak peeks throughout the day. And if you do reach out on Instagram with a car for sale, please always include your telephone number. Don't forget, please like, subscribe and share, and we'll see you all very, very soon in the next one.